Well, let's move to the next segments. Tasks and projects. All businesses know what they ought to do, but knowing does not always mean doing. They don't believe that tasks are important. They don't see the bigger picture. Sometimes they simply can't find people who know how to work on goals and objectives properly. Bitrix24 has a whole module dedicated to working with tasks. It is integrated in our environment. We've already demonstrated how you can work with tasks from different places. And now we're going to go deeper and see what's new in here. Right off the bat, we've got these new efficiency tools, which allow you to see how well your employees are working on their objectives and whether they complete them on time. Tasks and projects are a major component of the Bitrix24 ecosystem. It's probably one of our most often used tools.
In fact, sometimes within a single company, different departments or different employees choose a method of working with tasks that is familiar and convenient to them. It could be the task list, or deadlines, or it could be…
The deadlines. I used to work with tasks using my plan almost all the time, but lately I've switched to deadlines because I can see what has to be done today, tomorrow, or for the next few weeks, and this list is organized automatically. For me, it's very convenient.
You can view your tasks in the form of a calendar, create your own stages and move tasks from one stage to another, or use the classic Gantt chart mode.
One of our clients has found an absolutely genius formula for the implementation of Bitrix24 tasks. He says to his employees, if a task is not in Bitrix24, it does not exist. By the way, there is another life hack. Sometimes the manager says, I don't have time to set tasks. Let's say you're in the middle of a meeting and you just tell your assistant, could you set a task for me, please? In Bitrix24, you can specify by whom the task is set, and then the manager sees how well the employee understood the task. Just remember to set tasks and Bitrix24 will handle the rest. So what's really important here? Not to forget how to set a task and not to miss an important one. How do you manage to pull that off when you have to deal with hundreds of tasks? For that, we have developed a special system to help you focus your attention. I guess we need to explain what that actually means. It's a set of actions that Bitrix24 performs to draw your attention to what you really need to focus on, saving from the hassle of dealing with a myriad of tasks all at once. So, what does it consist of? Well, first of all, when you look through the tasks, you see them sorted in real time by activity, which means that the task counter draws your attention to the fact that there are new comments, or your reaction is required, or the task is overdue. All you need to do is view this task and read this comment for the counter to go away. No counters means all the tasks are done. That's the first component. The other component is something we call ping messages. You send messages only to those people who need them. There can be up to 100 people working on a task, including the one who's responsible for this task.
Observers.
The person who created this task. And ping messages are addressed only to those who actually need them. For example, if the system detects that a task is about to be delayed, only the person responsible for this task will see the relevant message. No one else in this task will see the counters or ping messages. We have developed this system and it allows us to see exactly what is happening in the company. To make it easy for you to see people's comments, we minimized ping messages so that they will no longer bother you. You will only see the messages that you need to see. This is what it looks like.
Yeah, let's see how it works. For example, you have been added to a task as an observer. Apart from the fact that you are now added to the task, there's been some messaging going on. But as a new observer, when you enter the task, you see only important messages. You see what your colleagues have discussed before. And regarding pings, they are minimized.
When we just came up with the idea of pings, we thought, well, do we write things like, hey, what's up? What's the task status? How's it coming along in real life? And we made it possible to send a service ping message with a status request for a task either from your mobile application or from the task itself. And a message comes up indicating your request. Not all of the task participants see this comment, but only those who are responsible for the task. It is a great solution to remove noise from the tasks, to draw your attention only to the tasks that are important now. New project management. We had to work a lot on this module, and we are actually pleased with the result. Now the project section looks like this. When you enter it, you see all projects sorted by activity. There will be a counter of the messages indicating the level of activity inside the project. New comments, actions, documents, etc. You can attach several projects that you are working on right now. One click is enough to see the project contents without leaving this project. Now they are open in sliders, you see all the tasks that are here, and you see your counters and the counters of other employees who are participating in this project. Of course, you've got tasks and news on this project available instantly, as well as drives and documents, everything you need for work. The thing that I personally like most is individual counters. There are some counters for overdue tasks or new comments, but as a manager or a project member, I want to see similar counters for other people. And it helps me to understand how things are going on within the project and act accordingly. The way we work with projects has changed fundamentally. Now we have the attention focus system. It's easier to navigate projects and work with them. Oh, and that one rule. Just don't forget to set the task, and Bitrix24 will help you complete it on time. Bitrix24 Tasks and Projects is a large section, probably the most important section within the company. We're actively developing it, and we have presented a lot of new options, which are there in the mobile app too, a part of the larger Bitrix24 ecosystem. So these were the new tasks and projects.